Oh, well, that was a good episode. Anyway. This storage isn't great. It's a bit of a mess. And I seem to have lost my ender chest as well. Guess I'm going off to the nether. This is not a relaxing, chilled vibe. That is much better. Now at least I can get to my diamonds. We need to sort out this storage here because it seems to be overflowing, and I thought I was going to keep all of this organised and tidy, but it doesn't seem to have gone that way at all. Although I still have a little bit to finish off on the station line from the last episode, I think we're going to build some kind of storage system. I don't want to make it too far away from here, but I do kind of want it near the station. So I'm thinking maybe around abouts here. And this is going to be like a semi-auto storage system. It's not going to be completely automatic because that involves a lot more redstone than I'm capable of. But it is going to be partially automatic, and then all the other stuff will just go in chests as normal. You could even say it is a starter storage system for basic Minecrafters like me. First, we need to go check out if we've got any of those goat horns from the auction. We need to see if we won. And it looks like we didn't win. No, we did not win the goat horn. Oh no. Wonder who won the goat horn. Well, that was disappointing, but anyway, let's go and think about our storage system. What I'm considering is if we have like a line of these chests here, which are all auto storage for like the bulk storage, so like have stone, deep slate, etc. here, and then along this wall we have standard storage, all the messy stuff are kind of organised. I might have to bring this mountain back a little bit, I think, because it's going to protrude too much out here, and I kind of want it to be quite deep and there'll be lots of chests so I don't actually run out of storage like I have done in that thing over there. I've come up with a basic idea of how I'm going to lay out these chests here. I have switched the idea of it being this side for the auto storage to this side just because I've got a little bit more space so I can auto store a few more things. As you can see here on the ground, I've already laid out which ones are going to be where. I'm not going to read them all out to you because, well, you can see them. And the storage system is going to be at an angle, so it's going to go across here, so it kind of goes in line with this bit of a walkway. I'm hoping this will be enough room to be able to get the redstone done in the back and get a building all around it as well. I'm very excited to do this building. And then this last chest here is just where everything's going to end up if it isn't auto-stored here, so then I can just pick it up and stick it in here. And I've already started thinking about where I'm going to put each item here. I'm going to start off with all the different Minecraft trees you've got, and then probably move on to maybe some of the nether stuff. And I'm not too sure at the end here, but we'll figure it out as we go. We'll figure it out as we go. I guess it's time now to maybe get doing some redstone. However, I don't really have a lot of iron to make hoppers, so I think that'll be the next thing to do. Right, there was a bit of a grind in between that last clip and now, but I've got my auto storage all done, and for those who aren't actually interested in knowing how it works, just skip ahead about a minute. But for those who are interested, this also should work on Bedrock as well as the Java edition of Minecraft. This top hopper here is the one where all your items are going to flow through. And this next hopper down, which faces into the comparator, that is where your filter is, where you want to put this kind of filter here. There's loads of great like tutorials out there on how this works, if you really want an in-depth version. And then the comparator has a look at this, and every time one of these items here comes in, it powers up this thing here, turns off this redstone torch here, which I think unpowers this block, which means it can then go into here. Oh, we don't need this here. That was just for testing. And then it can go into these chests here. Normally, you can do this with just 2 chests, but I've done a third one just because I want a little extra storage. But yeah, that's basically how it works. I have noticed, though, it's quite close to this tree here, and I do like this tree, but I think it's going to have to go. I don't know how I'm actually going to incorporate it into the building that we're going to be doing in a minute. Yeah, that's probably going to go. And if you're curious, the block palette that I'm going to use, I've got it laid out here. I'm not 100% sure on the melons yet. The melons are just a kind of a cheeky idea. But these 3 blocks here are going to be the main bulk of our colour, with accents of this, which is the acacia. Yes, acacia. Because I like to use the wood blocks because they've got lots of different like variations all in the same colour, and I think that would be quite nice to accent the green. And they're all kind of soft colours, other than the, you know what, I've decided now I'm not going to use the pumpkin, as cool as it would be. But yeah, these are going to be the block palette that we use for this storage room, which I think it is now time to build it up. Let's go. Now, before we actually go and take a look at this build, I need to go and check the challenge shop to see how it's looking, and it has now officially closed. I have taken the book already and had a look to see who has won. So I got 20 diamonds off this, 20 diamonds of people doing silly challenges. Such an easy way to get diamonds. As you can see, this is the prize here, and the winner of this round was Goofy, for those who have been following. They did an absolutely fantastic episode on the time machine thing. I'll put a link to it in the description because I thought it was so cool. But yeah, this is all emptied out now. I don't think we've got any. We've got a few challenges left here, but these will probably carry around the next round that we're going to do. And that was pretty good considering there weren't that many challenges. But anyway, you want to go and see the storage system, so let's head on back over and check it out. Now, it's meant to be viewed from a distance, as you can see. It looks pretty good from over here. I have left this side pretty plain because I plan to kind of put something next to it here, so this isn't going to be seen so much, hence it kind of just cuts off all of a sudden. I originally started doing this with all the acacia and it looked very flat, so I've added some oak in between. In fact, if we go into free cam mode, I'll just show you the roof. It's again meant to be viewed from a distance as people are flying in. It's got this kind of rickety looking up and down bits. I don't really know how to describe this, but I kind of like how it isn't all smooth, flat and perfect. And this little arch here, which is kind of cute. I do like a good arch. You know, we'll have to go inside and take that out because that looks weird there. But I do really like the windows here, and I like using these lights behind it so it kind of looks bright like it's from inside without actually looking inside. That kind of makes sense. And if we go around here, this is the storage room. I've left the top here open. I was thinking about covering up the hoppers, but I kind of like seeing a little bit of the inner workings behind it all. And then we've got all of these ready to go. I do need to go and put some items in, and I still need to fill up this here with item frames and such. Over here, under the stairs, I was thinking about putting all like the workstations, like my stone cutter and bits and pieces like that over here, just so I've got all the access that I need to actually get in it. And then I thought what I'd do is a little mezzanine upstairs floor here, which is completely empty as it is. But this will be like extra storage, like probably not main storage for stuff like I occasionally use, like glow lichen and bits and pieces like that. I'll probably have just some decorated storage up here, which I'll probably get done in between episodes. And this is the input chest here. I've put it up the top here rather than down there because I kind of like to be able to walk up and actually use the building fully rather than just kind of coming in, dumping and going out. So the idea was kind of have it up here. That'll force me to walk up here and get all the way up to put all the storage stuff in here to be sorted out. So yeah, that's the storage system for now, and I quite like it. It's simple, it's not too crazy, and I think it works. Once we start getting buildings in either side here, I think it's going to really come together, because at the moment it kind of just stands out as this big chunk. Let's go sleep. Really just stands out. But once we kind of get other buildings in all along here, I don't think it's going to look so out of place. Now, the next task is going to be getting all of this in over here. As you can see, we've got lots of stuff, a lot of shulkers. I mean, my bed is just covered in stuff, kind of like in real life. But what I haven't done yet is actually test it out to see if it works. So I think, well, let's use this shulker box here, kind of shovel the stock in there. Stock? It's not stock. All the items in there and see how well it sorts. So I can't put shulkers in there. It's not that smart a system. But if we get like all the stone, and we'll just put a bunch of that in, and let's put in a load of these other items as well, and then see how well it works. I know a lot of this isn't actually going to be sorted, but we'll see. We've got to make sure the system works well. Hey, that is one empty shulker, so we are already well on our way of actually getting our stuff organized. Wonder if I can see the stone coming in. Oh yes, there we go. So you got the stone coming in, and have we got anything at the end here? No, not yet, but I suppose it's got a few more bits of stone to go before we get to the other stuff. But if you've liked this episode, please remember to leave a little thumbs up on it. I like a like. Everyone likes a like. Liking's good. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Do remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Instead of the usual 2 videos, I'm just gonna leave this one up here in that top corner. That's the one that YouTube recommends, so go check it out. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. I forgot to get rid of the torch spam.